Caligo. Language. Não tem muita língua, não.
Usa o dedo.
Controls. Let's see what this is all about. There's some missiles. Não nem tudo.
Here you are. Are you settling in on it?
Huh? Who are you? What are you? Am I dead?
Don't tell me you're surprised. You're overreacting.
Well, what is this place? And who are you again?
So many questions. But I'm not the one to answer them. I am to meet you and take you to the one who you should really ask. So why don't we set out on our journey?
Qual é os controles disto? Não há controles. É só isto.
Keep it up. One step at a time. Don't mind what you see here. There's absolutely nothing to look at.
Parece bem ao choque.
This place looks familiar, eh?
I've never seen it before. Calling something familiar around these parts would be rather far-fetched.
Também há, menina.
Ó.
Never
Eu vou embora,
mind.
eu.
You'll remember soon.
É, tenho que
Come
pegar a minha
in
acha.
and go
Eu só vou precisar.
upstairs.
What will I find there?
This
descanso.
lighthouse will lead you
Siesta.
home. It's hard to explain. You'll know it when you get there. Don't rush it. What I like about this place is that there's absolutely no reason to hurry. Time means nothing here.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
Também. Okay.
How weird. This place seems so familiar.
Realmente é só caminhar nisto.
É só já que interessante. Eu estou a gostar do grafismo do Resident Evil 4 e assim, só que a cena é que há certos sítios em que inimigos não param de vir.
Cagando da escada.
I think I'm beginning to understand. How many times have I seen you? Too many to count, right?
Troféu.
Do not linger. The master is waiting.
He's been waiting for quite a while. He can wait some more. After all, time means nothing here. You said it yourself. At least somewhere it's true.
You're right on this one. It's hard to disagree. In any case, keep it up.
O Mano para meiar reels. Ele tá aí, o Márcio.
Acho que não.
It seems this place is dead. Not because it died, but because it never had a chance to live. It has its own charm, though.
That's for sure.
Well, you don't seem to be in a hurry. It's good to see you again. I bet you have a lot of questions.
You're the master, I gather. Yeah, you're absolutely right. My memories about this place are starting to come back, but these are just random pieces. Sensations, even. Everything I see around myself should probably confuse me. Even the fact I'm hearing your voice, but don't see you.
No, not necessarily. You've seen everything countless times. And you've done everything you should. Well, almost everything. But we'll talk about this later. Now, you can ask your questions. Questions. I love them.
Let's start with something simple. Who are you?
You call this a simple question? Well, I can offer you several answers. I am you. I am your death. I am your creator. I am your creation. Choose whichever you like best. They are all true.
What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. If you expect me to look for a meaning when there's none, or get it out of you word by word, think again. Since it's you who wants something from me, would you be so kind as to say what it is?
You are right, of course. I'd better tell you the whole story. Sorry, I could not help it. Come closer to our throne. I think it'll be best if we talk face to face.
So, we meet again, face to face. Speaking of which, your face
Mas se
fits
quiseres
this
podes
place
apagar o
perfectly.
Firefight Simulator, já não precisamos de ajuda para a água.
That's right. Since
Já podes
you
apagar, já
already
tiramos o
know
troféu.
you're dead, let's start with your birth. You see, we were together once. One body with no name, no age, no beginning, and no end. But one day, something happened. Even I cannot explain it. Perhaps we got bored. What's important is that we decided to split. This is how you and I became to be.
Keep talking.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're intrigued. Yes, we ceased to be the absolute. Each of us had our own shortcomings and limitations, but we also found new opportunities. In other words, we gained some features inherent only to each of us. I managed to create our first world. It was poor and wretched, but it was there. You lived your first life in. You even gathered some building blocks for it. I used these blocks to update the first version. I improved it, making it more extensive and diverse. This building material is your life, your every sigh and every impression. I collect them every time you come here. That's why you almost don't remember anything. That was our agreement.
Wait, are you trying to say that all my life that I've lived, all the people I've loved, is no more than an illusion? Has my life been unreal?
Unreal? As you know, the very concept of reality can exist only in the world we created. By the way, it was one of the biggest and strongest blocks you ever brought me to help with construction. Will it keep on living without us? Yes, it definitely will. Only it doesn't really matter, since we are immortal, you know.
So, does that mean I have to be reborn? That hasn't happened yet. So what's the problem?
Ah, yes. This is the tricky part. But I'm not ready to lay all my cards on the table just yet. I can only say that I don't collect all your memories. You know, some things you see, some impressions you get at some points in your life, make you change your very perception and understanding of it. So, as we agreed, I leave these to you. And before I ask the ultimate question, the question thanks to which we are here today, you must refresh these memories in your mind.
I think I have no choice. Although I don't need it. Tell me what I have to do.
Já estás melhor das costas?
There is a portal behind your back. Enter it. I'll be nearby. You won't see me, but you can hear me. I'll help you.
Ah, isso não. E quanto mais os anos passam, pior. E é verdade, porque... Yeah. Sem fazer um caralho.
What is this place?
Maybe you'll tell me. It's your life after all.
I'm not sure. I need to look around first.
Eu não tentar pôr um cilindro a trabalhar e não está fácil. Um cilindro a trabalhar. Aqueles cilindros de calcar no terreno.
Now I recognize it.
How interesting. So, what is it then?
Meu pai comprou um. Só que...
This is my childhood.
Já não
This is how I imagine my pillow fort. The coziest place on earth. Every time I got in with a book in my hands, the rest of the world ceased to exist. At least when I was immersed into the world of a story unraveling before me.
Ah, sounds fascinating.
A bomba de injeção, o injetor, já metemos aquilo no carro. Vou levar a mandar um positivo. Eu já imagino finais de 80 que só que aquilo para mim é só tipo, se quiser calcar no terreno para perto de casa, não é para ir trabalhar. Dá sempre jeito de ter uma coisa daquelas.
want another cozy corner in the world.
I do. Only I imagine this place much later when I grew. The feelings are completely different, but the purpose is still the same. I've always been keen on good stories. I imagine myself to be a great traveler, an adventurer. Every time I did, I was one. I lived in those stories. I breathed them, and each time my imagination brought me here.
Stories are your passion. That's the reason why you, not me, keep living these lives.
É verdade, Diana. Conheces alguém que joga Yu-Gi-Oh! Mas conheces alguém que joga Yu-Gi-Oh! Mas de cartas?
Que? Não vi nada.
Yu-Gi-Oh! De cartas.
Yu-Gi-Oh! De cartas?
Yeah.
O que é que tem?
Se conheces alguém que joga.
Não. Não conheço ninguém. O quê?
Podia jogar.
Pá, se quiser jogar, os melhores sítios para ir é nos eventos. E ver animes, Comic Con, já sempre a parte dos board games.
Pois, mas não vou pagar 20 e tal euros para ir jogar Yu-Gi-Oh!
Opa, assim no Porto, tens a Arena Porto. É uma loja, mas não pagas para jogar. Tens que ir lá.
Come on, keep up.
E
We're
compensa.
almost there. I'll
O
race
quê?
you.
Tens lá?
Who was it?
É uma loja de vários board games, cartas de jogo, cartas de Magic,
That's your dream.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Such a beautiful creature.
Podes ir lá jogar, não pagas nada para jogar com malta.
It is a dream.
Chama-se
I know why
Arena
we're here.
Game.
Arena Porto.
Then, in my childhood, while I had my head buried in all those books, when I felt the taste of fantasy, and each story I read unfolded into a whole new world.
When you're engrossed in a good book while having a cup of freshly brewed coffee, it seems that time itself comes to a stop, don't you think?
What fascinates me even more is that there were thousands of such stories.
Vinte minutos sem portagens da casa da Rita.
É mesmo no centro do Porto.
Tem parques de estacionamento.
Tens. Agora se quiseres jogar o jogo na Playstation 1 gratuito, o do Master do não tens a platina.
Eu não importa, eu estes. O problema destes jogos de Yu-Gi-Oh! E assim é que depois. Next. Acaba por ser. Tipo.
Come
Muito pay to
closer.
win quando é
Don't be
online.
afraid. Do you remember how
Quando
you
é no
used to sit on the
PlayStation.
swing when you were a
Se der para
child?
jogar online assim.
Of course I remember.
Preferia jogar
This was the
no
place where
telemóvel.
all fantasies materialized. All it took was reach for my dream, reach for you.
Compre pack até que sou DMC.
This old oak still remembers all your adventures. Why don't you have a go in the swing as you used to? Look. Do you see it? It's right there in front of you. It's your palace. Your fortress.
Yeah, I recognize it. I would stay here forever.
I know you would, but I'm afraid it's not possible. Sorry.
It's a pity we left that place behind. That's why I really felt the taste for life for the first time.
Behind. Ahead. These words make little sense here, you know. But let's not get
Master
carried
Duel.
away. We need
Master
to
Duel é
move forward.
gratuito. É gratuito, um gratuito é Master Duel.
As you say.
Se eu fosse
What a weird place.
comprava outra.
Chains tied to odd-looking masts, portholes hidden in rocks, all these skulls. Why? Why all this?
O outro é que tem plata.
All this is your memories. You'll soon see what it's all about.
This atmosphere, all the freshness and coolness in the air. It's such a familiar feeling.
Eu fiz
Freedom.
isso no telemóvel
It's the
também,
first thing that comes to mind.
no tablet também.
I
Master
like
Duel.
this place.
No
The
telemóvel.
world you live in is too
Será
vain.
que
There's too much bustle,
tem no
too many thoughts and worries.
And what's the point in all this?
That's not how I see it.
Yeah.
It's just that in all this swirling, you need to find the strength to swim in the right direction.
You might be right. You should know better. After all, I
Mas
only
que
bring
estás
you
a
the building blocks to extend reality.
Ó, Fonseca.
I guess we've reached the top now.
Let's check it.
Deixa eu experimentar coisa. Deixa eu começar logo o vídeo.
I recognize this place. Of course, it didn't used to look like this when I saw it. But after all, it's not the real thing. This is how I remember it.
Or rather, this is how you sensed it.
I think we need to get on the ship's deck. Look, I think there's someone there. Although I'd rather walk along the shore for a while.
You're right. That's where we have to look for things we came here for. But there's no need to hurry. There's no time here, remember?
There's no time here. salto. Jump. Ora, olha o Márcio. Desce.
Sim,
Não esqueçam, hoje, a partir de hoje, meia-noite, uma, sai promoções novas. Mas vamos ter aí uns joguinhos. Mais.
When I first saw it, it didn't look like a pile of rustling scrap metal at all to me. What I saw was an ancient sea monster, thrown ashore, which was too old to go back into the water.
It wasn't just a trick of the eye.
Hey, sailor, how's it going? It seems a storm is coming. We need to check if everything's fastened. I feel we're in for a bumpy ride.
What's he talking about? This ship is run aground, and it looks like it won't go anywhere anytime soon.
Are you sure? Look at him. He doesn't seem to agree with you.
Well, for him, this ship is still up and running. The moment I saw it on the shore when I took it for some sea monster. It was then I realized there is absolutely no difference between fiction and reality, between the living and the dead.
This is a bold thing to say.
Exactly. You see, I can use my imagination to give any object, any notion, the meaning I want. All those stories from books, all the worlds they revealed before me weren't the only way out anymore. I realized that I can create these worlds for myself.
You've always understood this.
Yes, always. But only now it gave me a sense of freedom. This old sailor's in denial. He doesn't want to see his ship is run aground.
Exactly. There's only one snag here. You can't give random meaning to random things, or else the world will turn into chaos. At least when it comes to yourself. But there's always a choice.
And it only depends on me.
Hey, sailor, what are you muttering about? There's a storm brewing on the horizon. It'll catch up with us soon. Our friend's heart is wrecked. Get down to the engine room and check how it is. Come on. Gotta move on.
Gotta move on.
Look, it really is alive.
What the fuck?
It looks like it's the heart of the ship.
It is completely dead.
Can we fix it?
We can do anything. Close your eyes. You know what to do. You can open them now.
Esta guarda vai arrebentar. Troféu. Old ship. Isto, os Oscars.
The best show in the world. I smell trouble.
You're right about that. You're not going to like what you're about to find behind this door. You see, the world we created has one peculiarity. It's alive.
Alive? What does that mean?
It means that we only lay its foundation, but it keeps developing by itself. If I controlled every bit of this world, there would not be any sense in its existence. Not everything in it is as beautiful as what we saw earlier.
But of course, you are completely impartial, like a true creator.
That's right, and I'm proud of it. How else can it be?
Best show. Uma prisão. Olha isto. What the fuck?
This is a prison. Just great. The best manifestation of life. There are a lot of cells here, judging by how many digits there are in the numbers. That's putting it mildly.
Oh yes, there are many cells and many prisoners. Their name is Legion. Let's take a look in one of them. I believe there is an open one on the level above.
I'm not sure I'd want that.
Want it or not, we'll have to. That's our job, my friend.
Caralho.
So enthusiastic. I bet he won't go far.
All jokes aside, do you see what he is doing? Watch closely. If you look at his precious screen, you can see that there's another one exactly like him. He's being forced to an electric chair, fed by the energy they're generating with all this relentless pedaling. And every one of them knows that sooner or later, they too will be dragged there and fried in that very chair.
Why are you telling me this? Did you forget it was me who brought these memories from reality? That's exactly what life I'm living is like, while you are sitting around here in your oblivion.
Oh, come on. Calm down, will you? Let's go. The show must go on, you know.
The fuck? Mas está aqui a pedalar.
What a loathsome place. What are we gonna see up there?
Oh, para, sabes que reduzem o livro das coleções dos videojogos para 40?
That same chair.
Acham-me a lançar mais?
Yeah, apart from that, there's basically nothing else here.
Eu acho que não tem muita aderência. Era 60 eles reduziram, mas a Espanha aumentou para 70. A Espanha está a fazer uma segunda coleção.
Where is the immortal soul in this body?
É uma recuperação muito cara.
See this white smiling piece of
E
porcelain
já
nearby?
ocupa muito espaço.
That's a soul substitute.
Essas
This
cenas
is more than enough.
Mas é pena, foda-se, terem tirado 20, ainda por cima os últimos. Tinha os outros que eu mais
For
queria.
what? For a crazy show like this?
Red Dead, Uncharted, Nier, Bioshock.
São jogos mais recentes que provavelmente ninguém não tem tanto.
Foi o que eu falei com o Sérgio. Foi o que eu falei com o Sérgio. Não, mas já ficar em Portugal, ou não tem muita aderência, ou não há pessoal para traduzir os livros.
Para traduzir não deve ser o problema. Deve ser o custo de fabrico disso também é caro. Eu acredito mais de que seja da pouca aderência.
Pô, mas é pena, hein? Se só fizerem até 40, amanhã vou ligar para saber informar, mas acho que reduziram mesmo. Pá, a cena é que hoje se o 28º só vai ficar, falta mais 12 semanas. Mas é pena, foda-se.
Eu gostava. Olha, mas eu não sei porque é que fazem em português.
O quê?
Eu não sei porque é que põem os livros em português.
Ah, tem troféu.
Para mim é muito mais fácil. Põe os livros em inglês, esse tipo de leitura é muito fácil.
Here's our new lucky boy. Thousands of eyes are glued to the screen right now, all full of envy. Are you ready for your
Podia ser que os
15
livros
minutes
para
of
nós ficassem mais
fame?
baratos.
This Vanity Fair.
Eu não me
Is
importava
there
ter esses
another way
livros
to
em
get out of
inglês.
here?
Pá, não é LX já há pessoal a vender,
Isso,
sempre consegues alguns mais baratos, se fores procurando.
No. There's gotta
Mas
be another way.
não são
Again,
todos.
I'm
Depois,
sorry,
eu não
But there's
olha,
no other way.
há coleções dessas da Panini que eu já comecei a fazer, mas depois, entre aspas, desisti porque não era um
Porque é muito
português de
cara.
Portugal. Não era um português de Portugal, foi uma das do Spider-Man. E a coleção ficava para aí 700, 800 euros. Era cara, mas eu até fazia porque eu adoro Spider-Man. Sabes qual foi o que me chateou? É que não era em português de Portugal.
What?
Então,
What the
por isso
heck?
fazia a
No.
da
I
série.
don't want to go back there again.
Tu punhas os
There
livros em
has to
inglês,
be another
qual é a
way.
diferença entre
Stop
bem
him.
desenhado em português ou em inglês? Absolutamente nenhum. Agora qualquer chaval
Põe só
sabe
que
ler
ele
inglês. Aliás, é bem desenhada se puder escolher em português em inglês, escolho sempre inglês. Compro sempre inglês.
Where are we now?
I know it was hard. That's why we made a deal a long time ago. Where are we, you're asking? Let's take a walk again. You'll see. It'll all end soon, I promise.
Promise.
Time seems to have stopped here.
You're quite right. Especially for you. Time here is particularly significant.
Mas imaginem que eles podiam fazer esses livros em inglês em vez de custarem
8 euros cada um?
custavam 8 euros.
Também acho que 8 euros acho que seria melhor preço.
8 euros eu fazia a coleção. Antes estava sempre limitado por espaço.
Pá, eu também gostava de fazer a coleção toda, mas também não tenho dinheiro. E sempre dar sempre 12 é caro, por isso é que só selecionei alguns.
É, e são 12 euros por semana, não é? Eu já fiz
É,
assim,
por semana.
mas foi a do. Já foi a do Asterix Diabolix.
It's the war, of course. The one that never
Comprei.
changes.
E comprei isso.
Exactly.
Subscrevi e comprei a
It
coleção
never
toda.
ends.
Não
Another
arrependo nada.
manifestation of life.
Mas tem boa
Perhaps
pena não
the
fazerem
most
vamos até aos
important
70. Mas lá em Espanha vai até aos 70.
It's not that some armies keep clashing on mythical
Tem
battlefields.
Espanha, vai lançar
It's just that
Persona,
everyone wants to get
Prince of
higher and
Persia.
crush as many as possible.
Acho que é
Destroying
o.
everyone and
Não sei o que
everything
tem que
on
ver.
their way.
Tens de ver no site de Espanha lá, diz quais são até aos 70.
Perpetual
E porque eu acho que eles já iniciaram uma segunda coleção lá.
True perpetual motion
Por isso
of
mesmo
the
que eles
universe.
mandavam esta merda toda em inglês, não havia cá traduções, não havia nada. Ficava
No
mais
way.
barato
Are you
produzir.
trying to
E
say that
tínhamos
people
todos
are
em
driven to
Portugal.
make new discoveries just because they want to dominate the world? No. They only want to trample everything they didn't create. Anything that
Esse
stands on their way while they
tipo
try
de
and
faz
conquer
diferença
the
em
world.
português ou ser inglês.
Keep talking.
The real force of progress is curiosity. It's the desire to develop
único livro em
and
inglês
complicate the
que eu
world. These two stories are
não
easily
li.
confused. However, someone else's curiosity can also become one of the weapons in this
Só já
war.
vazou.
Do you think there can be one without the other?
I haven't seen
Foi
anything
o
like this,
Drácula, a
but
versão original
I hope. What choice do I
1800 e
have?
tal. O inglês daquilo era bué chato.
O gajo estão em guerra aqui. O que é isto? Uma bola num canhão.
A primeira playthrough do jogo já sempre como
That way.
menos gosto, tenho que estar aqui cuidado.
What about them?
ter cuidado
Did anyone ever get to the top?
To the
Eles
Oracle?
destacam de umas playthroughs para as
No, of
outras.
course not. What would be the point of keeping something like this then? What a weird thought. Oh well.
Are you trying to say that we're being treated differently here?
You may say
Estás a ver,
so.
Abiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I
Eles,
hardly find it
destacam de umas
attractive.
playthroughs para as
At
outras.
least it's fun down
Quê?
here.
Pá, mas
Os
algo.
What's up there?
Eu estou a falar
So you
normalmente.
get to the top.
O bando mais
Have
alto.
all your questions answered? What
Os
next?
coletáveis destacam de umas coisas para as
Here we
outras.
go again.
Não.
It's as
Mas
if
foi-
there's nothing else apart from this slaughterhouse down there and the
Como é
Oracle
que fazes
at
tudo
the
de uma
top.
vez?
That's
É
how
o
it
que eu estou a fazer
seems
agora. Já na
sometimes.
primeira.
Não se está. Infelizmente. Right.
Há alguma maneira de começar sempre com caminho ao máximo com tiros infinitos?
Quê?
No começar com canon ao máximo com tiros infinitos.
Não. Ah, pagares com dinheiro real. A Golden Ticket.
She's beautiful,
Única
isn't
maneira.
she? Almost perfect.
So, this is the Oracle, I suppose. Now I'll gain some access to some forbidden knowledge.
Of course you will. Come closer. After all, you've reached the top. Sorry, I'm not being completely honest. The knowledge you came here for is no secret for those fighting down there. You're also initiated.
Then why all this? Why this endless carnage?
That's a good question. I've been wondering too. You see, this knowledge is so scorching hot that no one really wants to see it for what it is.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Everyone wants to reach the top and ask me about their future. It is that fear of the unknown that leaves people with an impression that they know their future, future made from wind and ashes, something called power, control, and 1,000 other words.
See which knowledge you are talking about. Death? No, it's too abstract a word. You're talking about obliviating everything we call ourselves.
That's right. Each of those people is so eager to stick to who they are, and at the same time inevitably losing their identity. Simply because this is life.
What about pain? Isn't it the desire to shield yourself from it forever that makes people subdue everything around them? Build walls?
Walls are made from someone else's pain? No. Pain is an integral part of life. Any change in personality, however small, is pain. And there's only one way to get rid of it. You already mentioned it.
Oblivion.
Now the Master is ready to ask you his question. He's waiting.
Troféu. War.
So, you've come to the end. It is time to ask the question.
I'm ready. You may ask.
You
Sim,
already
dessa maneira
know
não
what
há
I
melhor
want
maneira
to
de nós
hear. Either that,
darmos sempre a
or you
prover a arma
remembered.
para estar
Come on.
sempre no máximo.
Say it yourself.
Atenção,
Of course I
as
know.
armas meter no máximo não
Maybe
passa
I
de playthrough para
remembered.
playthrough.
You want to know
Quais
if I'm
saber
ready
isso?
to be born again and live
Mas
another
comprar o
life.
Golden Ticket começa sempre
Yes,
tudo no máximo.
there it is. The crossroads.
Não, o Golden Ticket só te
What
mete
do you
um
want
upgrade
to
no
do
máximo.
this
Podes
time?
meter uma arma infinita.
Erase your identity? Regenerate?
É só para uma
Be
cena.
born again and
Deixa de
relive
ter
all
full
that
total.
inspiration and all the pain life gives us? Or have you had enough of going around in circles and now all you want
Olha,
is
isso eu tenho no
você-
Game Plus, mas é tipo, imagina, começas em Easy, tu mantens no Game Plus, mas é só para Easy.
What
Se
would
começares,
you
por
rather
exemplo, em
choose?
Hard, é tudo nisso.
After all, you can't live without me.
We were inseparable.
Mas
A única coisa que bloqueias é as cenas que bloqueias entre vários playthroughs, tipo uma faca ou assim.
Life we created has become
É que eu estive
unbearable.
aqui a ver um vídeo de um gajo a dizer que
It's time to
consegue
leave
ter
it
a
be.
arma com tiros
No
infinitos,
more.
de com tiros
No more of
infinitos.
it.
Tens que comprar os upgrades.
Well then, the throne is yours. Have a seat.
Eu comprei um Golden Ticket, eles dão-me para platinar.
E compraste quantos Golden Tickets então?
Só um. Só comprei um, só para essa arma pequena. Mais nada. Foi que me ajudou a platinar. Hã?
E a arma ficou toda ao máximo?
Não, acho que não. Mas dá-me a munição infinita e para mim basta. Mas eu comprei, não foi 5, foi para aí 2 e tal.
Eles têm promoção.
Eu costumo estar em promoção. Pá, se queres ajuda para platinar isso, convém. Senão, sem isso, vais-te ver fodido. Vais perder muita tempo nesse jogo. Sem isso. E o que é que vai acontecer? Vais ter que fazer muita run e vais-te aborrecer. Com isso, reduz para aí umas 3, 4 runs, já à vontade. Vai, perdes amor de 2 euros.
Estou-me a ligar para aí que eu já sei.
Troféu Oblivion.
Past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow. The earth, the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will mock Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
Joseph Brodsky. Brodsky. Já acabei? Uau! Ok, dá para ver. Estou quase a platinar.
So, you've come to the end. It is time to ask the question.
This time to ask the
I'm
question.
ready. You may ask.
You already know what I want to hear. Either that, or you remember it. Come on, say it yourself.
Of course I know. Or maybe I remembered. You want to know if I'm ready to be born again and live another life.
Yes, there it is. The crossroads. What do you want to do this time? Erase your identity? Regenerate? Be born again and relive all that inspiration and all the pain life gives us? Or have you had enough of going around in circles and now all you want is peace and quiet?
What do you think? What would you rather choose? After all, you can't live without me.
We were inseparable. Don't you remember? Your wish is my wish too.
Life we created has become unbearable. It's time to leave it be. No more. No more of it. I'm staying.
Well then, the throne is yours. Have a seat, Master.
ligar.
Past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will mock Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
So, you've come to the end. It is time to ask the question.
I'm ready. You may ask.
You already know what I want to hear. Either that, or you remembered. Come on, say it yourself.
Of course I know. Or maybe I remembered. You want to know if I'm ready to be born again and live another life.
Yes, there it is. The crossroads. What do you...
Oblivion. The most precious, but also the most ubiquitous gift.
This...
Como é que eu agora ativo o Golden Ticket? Como é que eu ativo o Golden Ticket no Resident Evil 4? Mas tem que ser bem naquele.
É no mercador. Usas lá o Golden Ticket.
Isto aqui.
Troféu New Life.
past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth, the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will muck Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
It's done.